Welcome to Alert Tales, where we dive deep into the most gripping stories of real-life experiences. If you love tales that evoke emotion, spark conversation, and connect us all, you're in the right place. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community for more captivating stories that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Men my own race do not like me. For context, I'm a black woman if anyone was wondering my race and gender. So I know this is gonna get downvoted or get some hate, but I'm just so sick and tired of this, I just need to get this off my chest. Most of my life, the men of my race have been rude, made fun of me, joked about me, talked behind my back, and so on. Every time I try to even start a conversation with a man, he just looks at me like, go away. And it hurts me because I'm normally shy. In elementary school, there was a classmate who put gum in my hair because he thought it was funny or something. Throughout my years in school and life so far, men have talked behind my back in every way possible, destroying me piece by piece. I try not to let it affect me, but with men talking trash about me and I'm right there, it's not like I can just zone out. Black men, the ones I've met and know, are the most likely to talk down about me and make me feel awful about myself, to think I'm in the wrong and doing something to trigger them when I'm not. I feel like I'm even gaslighting myself to believe I'm doing something wrong, triggering them for no reason when I'm not doing anything. Then you have people outside my race who are much nicer, sweeter, and calmer to talk to. I can easily laugh and have a good time with them without feeling like crap about just talking and having a good time. Those men and people in general have made me feel good about myself without the worry and bad feelings. I can feel love and not need to gaslight. Sorry this post is all jumbled up. I was typing exhausted and just releasing everything into one post. Edit, I'm just sharing my experience and I had to get this off my chest. No, I do not think I'm special, by the way. Edit 2. I am not bashing anyone. This is my experience through half of my life. I had to get this off my chest, so that's why I posted. I made a sexual comment to my girlfriend's mom by accident, and now I want to die of embarrassment. I need to get this off my chest because it's been eating me alive since last night. I've been dating my girlfriend for about 6 months, and she invited me over for dinner to meet her parents for the first time. It was a pretty big deal, and I was already super nervous about making a good impression. Everything was going fine until I completely put my foot in my mouth in the worst way imaginable. We were sitting at the dinner table and her mom was talking about her garden, which seemed innocent enough. But then, she started talking about how she loves keeping her bushes well trimmed. I don't know why, but in my stressed out brain, I thought she was making some kind of wink-wink, nudge-nudge joke about, well, you know. And for some reason, I thought it'd be funny to join in on the joke. So I said, "Oh, I bet you do," with this awkward laugh, thinking we were all on the same page. Spoiler, we were not on the same page. The room went completely silent. Her mom just stared at me like I'd lost my mind. Her dad was not impressed, and my girlfriend looked like she wanted to crawl under the table and disappear. I realized immediately that I had massively screwed up. But it was too late. I tried to awkwardly recover, mumbling some garbage about bushes needing care, but the damage was done. The rest of the dinner was painfully awkward. I felt every single second of it dragging on, knowing that I had just ruined everything. My girlfriend was understandably pissed at me afterward, telling me that her mom definitely wasn't trying to be funny and that I needed to be more careful with my jokes. I agree, obviously, but I honestly just want to crawl into a hole and die of embarrassment. I've never been this mortified in my life. I'm moving out tomorrow after 3 years of living with my BF and I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve. Throw away because my BF knows my main. Well, after 3 years of living together for 4, I am moving out of my BF's apartment and into my own apartment. I signed the lease yesterday after having a panic attack in the car and have been cool as a cucumber ever since. We started having issues in December last year after he did not get me a Christmas present, literally nothing, because he couldn't figure out what to get. I was hurt. That hurt uprooted a lot of neglect I had been feeling over the past year, and a bit once we had gotten comfortable living together. I had done the groceries, the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, all while going to nursing school full-time and working part-time as a care aide. I was working 12-hour shifts both day and night, caring for people in their dying moments and then coming home to no food made and my BF being a vegetable on the couch. I made comments and let him know this lack of effort sucked, and there was always a knee-jerk reaction of effort that was always short-lived. And in the moments I had time to myself, he made me feel I was not giving him enough attention. The sex nearly stopped completely. I had been gaining weight from having no time to work out, and I started hating myself. I had stopped being able to give effortlessly to my BF like I used to. The house was a mess. I stopped cooking every night, and only bought the groceries, did my own laundry, and cleaned up after myself, which has continued to present day. So January rolls around this year, and I decide I need there to be permanent change, or I was done. I talked about couples counseling. He was resistive. However, after many conversations, he reluctantly agreed and we went to a few sessions. I took a girls' trip in March for a week to give myself an opportunity to have some space, and I came home to flowers and a few home-cooked meals, feeling like this truly could be permanent change. Then slowly the effort stopped. He became self-centered again. No instance had brought it on. It was just a continuation of the pattern I had grown all too familiar with. I talked to him seriously this time, explaining I will leave if things don't change. He makes effort again, more of the same. The effort lasts for less and less each time until a week ago, when I had enough and broke up with him. I'd been scouring the marketplace looking for a place I could afford, and had found the perfect one. Everything felt right. He was heartbroken. He said he never thought you would really leave. We both cried because there is love for each other and all of the pieces for things to be amazing were there. But the glue had cracked and dried and couldn't keep things together anymore. I've spent the past week reliving the good times, as everyone does at the end. We have had moments this week where we have laughed together and there have been apologies from both ends. There have been talks about us continuing to date while living separately and working on things. But I realized today that no matter what happens, I'm just so happy to be living alone again. Watching a relationship you thought was forever crumble in front of you is one of the most painful experiences of my life. You throw whatever you can at it, and nothing seems to help. The love is there, the want to make it work is there, but it doesn't matter. Yet I feel like I have mourned the loss over the past few months. I feel like as much as I am telling myself to be sad, the sad won't come. I feel like a horrible person watching my BF cry and tell me how much I have hurt him. But I have tried all I can. I have nothing left to give. I finally talked to her about my feelings. Positive. So I, 27M, posted my story a few days ago, and yesterday I finally talked to Mila, 25F. Quick recap, me and Mila had a baby together after a one-night thing. Ever since we've been living together and I'm in love with her. She's absolutely stunning, breathtaking even, but I've been too scared to tell her how I feel because I didn't want to mess up our co-parenting situation. So, I left work early, picked up Andy from nursery, and dropped him off at my mom's. I bought some flowers, cleaned up the house while she was in class, and texted her, saying she didn't need to pick up Andy and to just come home because we needed to talk. When she got home, she looked at me with her big eyes wide open, and the first thing she asked about was our kid. I hugged her for a while, but she went full mommy bear mode and kept asking about our baby boy. After I reassured her that he was with my mom and totally fine, she finally calmed down. I brought her to the living room, gave her the bouquet, and started talking. It was a long convo. I told her how I've been scared of ruining things, and how it hurt when she asked if I wanted her to leave. She admitted she was afraid she was messing up my life, that she feels like a burden sometimes, and even blames herself for ruining my life with the pregnancy. I shut that down real quick. I never wanted kids, but honestly, since Andy and Mila came into my life, everything's been way better. It's been the best, most challenging mistake I've ever made. She also said she likes me too, and she's felt that way since she was pregnant but wasn't sure if it was just the hormones. After the baby, she felt embarrassed to say anything because she didn't feel comfortable in her body anymore. She never got back to her pre-pregnancy body and thought I wouldn't find her attractive. But to me, she's the most beautiful and hot woman on the planet. She also admitted she'd get jealous when I went on dates, even though she knew it didn't make sense because we weren't a thing. Honestly, if she went on dates, I'd be dying of jealousy too. We talked for a long time, even got into some deeper, more personal stuff. By the time we were done, it was late. We went to this small restaurant near our place for dinner. No wine because I was driving, but it was amazing. We chatted about music, movies, and she went off about A Soyaf for ages while I rambled on about Lootr. We talked about life and random stuff. At the end of the night, I got a few kisses in the car, like we didn't even live together, which was kinda cute. Then we watched a horror movie, awful movie BTW, but she fell asleep cuddling me. It was a day full of wins.